Hey, I'm Roman, and today I want to speak with you about one project, a bust of mine that I painted. Her name is Brooklyn, sculpted by Pedro Fernandez, and just a beautiful female bust where you have to paint dark skin. And painting dark skin can be very complicated, intimidating even. Can you see her properly? Ha! Let me explain to you how I learned that. Enjoy! This is Brooklyn. Over here. I have to remove a sticker from, because I was taking her to Monte San Savino show. I'm removing the sticker. And on the next weekend, I have a collector, a friend of mine, and also a student of mine. Brooklyn will find her new home with her, and I'm really happy that I know her in a good place. So Brooklyn is a very, very important project for me because that was the first time when I pulled off dark skin, and I was truly happy about that. Like really on these large surfaces. Thank you for enjoying my videos. Please know that you can help this channel grow by writing a comment and pressing thumbs up if you're enjoying this video. For further support, you can become a channel member here on YouTube for €1.99 a month, or go all in and support me via my Patreon and benefit from regular artist diary, creative challenges, and deep insights into my workflow. Have a look, and thank you for your support. The biggest mistake I did while starting to paint dark skin was working without proper reference. I painted along, did some projects over the years, and it worked out better on some and not so well on others. Painting dark skin on miniatures seemed to be a miracle for me, and I tend to usually avoid it due to its difficult nature. In retro perspective, I can say that I almost tried at least one miniature a year. My skill and my confidence grew, but the true eye-opener was reference. Looking at the real thing in different light situations on photos, in movies, in real life, and even how others painted it in oil on canvas. Reference is key. I tried several times to paint proper skin tones on dark skin. And in the beginning, I completely failed. Everything was like, I just used brown and shadows and everything. But there's so much more that you can find there. You just have to observe nature, observe examples, observe photos, observe different skin tone variations, and also understand how light plays on these dark surfaces. That's really important because it's different to brighter skin or warmer skin. So dark skin is really interesting to pull off. What helped me was to check back with what other people paint on miniatures. But to be honest, what really helped me was not observing photos and such. What really helped me was observing oil painters, like traditional painting on how people painted dark skin with oil colors. This is something I really studied, and I'm following some artists on Instagram that I really enjoy and find really interesting. One of these artists is actually also one of my favorites. I got this book of her, Jane French. She's painting a lot of portraits and everything in a very colorful manner. And there were so many good examples in this piece over here where I found inspiration to use. For example, just look at this. This is just like beautiful. This is just beautiful. Jane French. I will link her up in the notes below. Over here, look at this. This is just amazing color-wise. And I was actually studying from this piece over here. I mean, there are plenty more, but I was studying from analyzing, you can say, from. This is so beautiful. You have to get this book. So Jane French is the name of the artist. Here, that's actually what I looked at and found out so many tones and tonalities that play in that, and I tried to implement them as boldly as Jane French does in her paintings to to Brooklyn over here. Of course, I felt the disco vibes on Brooklyn, and I also included a little bit of glitter here and there. So Brooklyn was a joy to paint. And yeah, I will wave goodbye to you and prepare you properly, sign you, and will be a little sad to see her go. But of course, it's my job, and sadness is not a thing that's needed there. But she was an impressive piece. I remember the time that I spent painting her. It was just like feeling impressive, like bam, bam, bam. All these colors just made me happy, and it shows in her. So, and of course, glitter. You always can win with glitter. Goodbye, Brooklyn. Especially in these days, it's interesting because Erik Swinson is over here, and Erik is also painting something with dark skin. He's painting a gladiatoress over here. Have a look on her. Like, she's work in progress. And a wonderful sculpt by Rodrigo. I will link up some where you can get this piece below. I mean, she's so powerful. Look at these arms and muscles. Yeah, I will definitely take her now into the photo booth and make a turntable video for you to understand how Erik tackles these colors. It's a beautiful example. My suggestion, if you want to paint dark skin, don't work without a reference, or you will just paint chocolate or something. And work with a reference, understand what's going on there, work with reference from different fields. You can go with photographs, you can go with digital artworks, you can go with oil paintings, you can find so much inspiration. Even in movies, you can take a screenshot from. There's another book that I like a lot, that I recommend a lot. One of my favorite books, if you have the chance to look at this. Oh, it's a heavy book. Oh, and it's Jimmy Nelson, a homage to humanity, that shows a lot of portraits of different tribes in the world, native people and how they live. And it's also a very, very interesting study on skin colors. Oh, let me, oh, that's heavy. Look at this. I mean, this is something where you can learn from photographs and find great. Like, this is just like so impressive. I can only recommend this book if you want to check back with this. It's not an easy, cheap book, but it's a very, very important and worthwhile book for inspiration. There's another one that I got, which is actually a super rare book. Not sure if you can find it anywhere. But just have a look at this athlete, which is amazing. You see, even on dark skin, on black and white, you can see how light plays on that. It makes it more glossy when they are sweaty and when people are sweaty. And in the book, you find like athletes. That's for sure. You will find different skins in there from these athletes. And I'm searching for these amazing pages that I like so much, where you have different athletes posing beside each other. It's over here. Just look at this. you have these different type of athletes that are just like also showing different type of skin tones. But look at that. That's just beautiful. I've shown you these books. I'm saying goodbye to Brooklyn. It was a joy to watch Erik paint this lady over here. So these two, look at them. They almost have the same size. Huh. All right. Understand the color variety that's going on there. Analyze, check, and try to re-implement that. That's really beautiful. If you can pull this off. Don't paint just brown skin. Dark skin is so beautiful to paint. I can only recommend that you spend some time learning that. Enjoy and keep on happy painting. Roman out. Bye bye.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up!